You couldn't pick up a paper or watch TV without seeing Donald Trump this week. He's coming to Michigan in a few weeks. He's leading the GOP presidential hopeful pack in a recent poll, and he's offended people with attacks on Mexican immigrants and John McCain, but he's obviously finding traction with some voters, which leads to a bigger question. Is he redefining what voters think of as presidential? And what I mean by that is he's been asked now several times by interviewers, and it's so interesting because, I mean, he is just reaping free airtime like nobody's business. He had another primetime interview, an hour long last night on CNN, and they asked him, if you are elected president, are you still going to conduct yourself in this manner of personal attacks, personal insults, you know, something that's kind of less than what we term to be presidential? And he said, you know, it'll probably be a little different, but I don't see how it would be much different. But let's get back to that original question: is he changing what we think of as presidential? And is that a fair definer?
I don't think anybody thinks Donald Trump's going to be president, including Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an entertainer, and this is feeding into that sort of entertainment empire he's trying to build, that cult of personality, you know, that he's all about. My question is, why do you have networks and others constantly putting a microphone in front of a guy who is not a legitimate candidate?
But see, how do you define that?
I don't think you can say he's not a legitimate candidate. He has a 10-point lead over Jeb Bush. He's leading the pack. He's got endless amounts of money to spend on a campaign, and people are talking about him.
Initially, he doesn't have endless amounts to spend.
He's got a lot.
I mean, he's got a lot of personal wealth that he can dump in.
Right.
Well,
he claims.
I mean, he's worth a couple $1 billion.
Maybe.
I mean, well,
maybe he's broke. You
even
never
if
know.
it's $2 billion,
he just released his financials. He just released his financials.
And he's not going to spend his own money on this.
Well, I think it was okay when he got into the race to say, well, look, this is a sideshow. He's not a legitimate candidate. He can't win. I still don't think he can win the nomination. But we judge all these things by polls, and in the polls, he's out front in a good number of them in key states. How would you dismiss him as illegitimate? I have a problem with the media. The Des Moines Register wrote, I thought, a really obnoxious editorial this week saying that Trump should get out of the race in Iowa. And I thought, well, who are you speaking for? People in Iowa are all about this guy. They're flocking to the campaign. I think it's really dangerous for us to say who's legitimate and who's not, and ignore the voters who get to make that decision.
For the moment, he's got his little spotlight, but he's Howard Beale. You know, he's tapping into the sort of discontent and the really unsettlement that's come over the last several months with a lot of cultural changes in the country, and a lot of people aren't quite sure what that means or how that affects them, and they're latching on to a guy who screams, you know, I'm going to fix all this. And
I think the danger, and again, the danger for the Republicans is how much distraction is he from the candidates who have substantive policy things that they want to talk about and have to spend their time answering, you know, baseless.
A lot of them are focusing their speeches about him.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's
the guy has taken everybody off track in the last couple of weeks, and if this continues into August into the first debates, now you've got a national spectacle with this guy at the center of it. That's not good for what they want to do.
About the same number, about the same percentage of Republicans support Donald Trump as Democrats support Bernie Sanders.
Well, Bernie Sanders is going to be on the.
They're not. Neither one's going to be.
All right,
on
we
ballot.
could talk about Trump forever, but
no one's debating whether Sanders is
there.
a legitimate candidate. He is.
And that's going to do it for MiWeek. Make sure you join us next Thursday night when Detroit Police Chief James. They're still talking. When Detroit Police Chief James Craig joins us right here in studio. But right now, head over to MiWeek.org. Nolan, Stephen, and I, we're going to keep talking about this. It's more MiWeek after the show. So tell us what you think on Facebook and Twitter during the week. I'm Christy McDonald. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.